confess, Father, I confess, 'cause I've been living wrong.
Hey yo, what's up, man? It's your boy TUSKO to the day, Mr. Flow So Good, Mr. Keep Up on my what. You guys already know, man, back with y'all with yet another YouTube video. Hope you guys like our content, and if you do like our content, please do click the red button and subscribe. Like I always say, man, it really costs you nothing. Now today we're talking about one of my favorite rappers of all time, Meek Mill, who is apparently going back to prison for about 2 to 4 years after he was found guilty of a probation violation. Now for those that don't know, Meek Mill has been on probation ever since his music career began, and this has landed him in a lot of trouble in the past, where he was sent to prison back in 2014 for a failed drug test and a travel restriction violation. Now he came out on Instagram talking about the situation earlier today. He actually came out and said, "We go to war for our freedom. They say we equal. I used to want to play like Rando and be an eagle. I used to play the quarterback and my homie would go receiver. That was until the football got flattened by a dope needle on the pavement." Now a number of celebrities also came out in support of Meek Mill's, one of which was Jay-Z, who actually came out and said, "The sentence handed down by the judge against the recommendations of the assistant district attorney and probation officer is unjust and heavy-handed. We will always stand by and support Meek Mill, both as he attempts to right this wrongful sentence and then in returning to his music career." Yo man, this is sad because like I said at the beginning, man, Meek Mill is one of my favorite rappers around the world, man. And to see that, you know, he's going back to prison, like I said before, he did go to prison a few years back on a similar charge of probation violation, different circumstances. And when you look at the whole reason why they're sending him back to prison, you realize that they're sending him back to prison for drop charges, and charges is already served community service for. Now I won't even pretend to know how American law works and how, you know, everything goes down in America, but I don't think they judged him based on the cases that were laid against him, because if the cases were dropped, you would think that they would, you know, also realize that since the cases were dropped and he's already served his community service, there's no point to also then add another sentence on top of that. And yeah, man, we won't have a Meek Mills for at least 2 years yet again. We won't have music from Meek Mills for the next 2 years, and it's sad because it seems like Meek Mill had actually come out of the L zone. And I said come out of the L zone because you guys will know he had overcome the whole beef with Drake, where, you know, people were constantly just wanting him to lose constantly. With his recent album, you know, people were actually starting to take a liking to him again. With that being said, I hope that when it comes out, some of the things that surround him, you know, the controversial things like the jumping of people and so on and so forth, will no longer be, you know, something that surrounds him a lot. Because when I look at this case, I do also suspect that, you know, unfortunately for black people around the world in general, they don't usually judge us based on just the case at hand. They usually judge us on a lot of things that they see around us. So they may look at your neighborhood, your background, the people you surround yourself with, and even if, you know, you didn't do something, because someone around you did something and your name was associated with that, you know, they usually also do look at that, and maybe this is part of the reason why they gave him such a harsh sentence. So hopefully when it comes out, man, he detaches himself from that type of behavior or people that, you know, behave themselves that way, because, you know, that might be the reason, like I'm saying, you know, he keeps going back to prison. But you guys give me a comment in the comment section letting me know what you think about this situation. Do you guys think the sentence Meek Mill got was actually just, and if so, why? Leave me a comment and definitely subscribe. Awesome. Now wait, Emma Pili, I know you want to go, but click that red button and subscribe and put some respect on a younger name, man. Awesome.